due to the high demand I have from my subscribers, I decided to make another video tonight. And I wanted to talk about something that has completely changed my life in the last year, and that is journaling. The first thing I wanted to say is the type of journal you get really matters, because I started journaling in the beginning of high school, but I never stuck around to it, and I just thought like maybe journaling wasn't my thing. But later, like in the past few years after I got this journal, I realized that it was the type of notebook that I was using. I was just using a normal, like the black and white composition notebooks. Something about it just made it seem too much like school to me, and it never made me want to write in it. Getting a good notebook really affected the way I was writing, and like carrying it around is just cuter. I don't know. I like the size of these pages more than a full-size notebook, even though it's like a little thicker, because I love fresh starts. I think I mentioned it in one of my previous videos where I like Mondays, I like mornings, I like the beginning of the month, beginning of the year, because I just like fresh starts. So with more pages, the more fresh starts you have. After I got this journal, I've been liking it so much more. It's the Minimalism Art ruled paper classic notebook, and it's really good quality. I have both the Moleskine journal and the Minimalism Art one, and I definitely recommend getting the Minimalism Art one. The Moleskine one had really good reviews, and it is like amongst one of the most popular brands for journals, and I can see why. It is really good quality. They have really nice colors, but I just wish the pages were a little thicker. The ink doesn't bleed through, but comparing it to the pages of the Minimalism Art notebooks, the pages are so much thicker, and it just feels nicer to write on because it feels very old school. And even the outside, like this is more leathery. I don't know if, ooh, ASMR. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's a lot softer than this one. This one's a little like harder and plasticky. And this one was like $16 and this one was $6. So definitely get the Minimalism Art one. It's on Amazon if you're wondering. Another thing I realized since I started journaling is that not only do I need alone time, but I actually have to hang out with myself. Most of my friends know this, Maya, but I love hanging out with myself. Like after journaling, it's so fun to like get to know yourself better and everything. I feel like most people see alone time as just being alone, but actually hang out with yourself. Okay, just to clarify, when I say alone time, I mean when you are mindlessly scrolling through Instagram or watching YouTube videos, and to actually hang out with yourself means to be present with yourself and to be aware of what you're thinking of at those times. You learn a lot. I've definitely learned a lot about myself from just journaling, because how often do we just take the time to stop everything we're doing and just think? Like not do anything else and just think. It's hard because there are so many things that you have to do, but journaling really helps because it gives you something physically to do to help you think to yourself about whatever may be on your mind at the moment. You don't have to feel pressured to write down your life goals and what you want to improve on, or like reflect on your past, although I do that, and it just comes along with just physically writing something down. Most of the time I'm just writing about what I ate for lunch, or like how good my poops are that day or the week before, because that's like what's important to me at the time. And eventually those lead into like deeper thoughts, but it always starts off with like what I'm doing, what type of songs I'm listening to, and just like how I'm feeling in general. But the last thing I wanted to talk about is that it has made me romanticize my life a lot more. Sometimes I'll just be in the library and I'll pull out my journal and then I'll start writing about things, and then I look out the window and I could just daydream all day. And it just like gives you time to like slow your life down, because I know school and work can be very overwhelming and everything's like so fast paced, but once I like sit out in nature and whip out my journal, and like just my journal, I don't take out my laptop or anything, I start writing, everything just seems better. Like the sun feels good on my skin, you'll hear like the leaves in the tree, and I feel like I'm in a movie every time I do that. Sometimes I will look back on my pages and it's so fun to like see how much I've changed, or just look back on good memories or even the bad memories I had. Oh, this is where writing down what songs you're listening to at the moment really makes a big difference, because I don't know if other people are like me, but if I really like a song, I'll listen to it on repeat for like a week. But it kind of like defines an era in my life, which I think is really cool, because when you read those pages again, and if you play that song, it kind of like takes you back into that exact moment, and you can feel exactly how you were feeling then, which I think is like, okay, I was just so surprised when this happened to me the first time. But it's like, you know exactly how you felt and what you were doing that first time you listened to that song. Yeah, and it takes you back. I think that's all the useful information I have on journaling right now. So thank you for watching this video, and if anything helped, you're welcome. Goodbye.